Right, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my first ever channel update. We're going to go through a little bit of what's happening up until FM20, save reveals for FM20, a couple of shout-outs, a little bit about my Patreon, and the new members thing which I can now get on the channel, and then a little bit about streaming. So, FM19 content is slowly dwindling down. Man United has got a couple of weeks left. Flamenco's maybe got 3 or 4 weeks left of the Saturdays, Sundays. Flamenco Saturday, United Sunday. Probably Man United's definitely got 2 left. No more than 2. It's definitely 2. Flamenco 3, 4, maybe even 5. We might even cram in, because it's towards the end of the season, we might even cram in a couple of extra episodes on Wednesdays, because I want about 4 weeks off of just my Baggio save, which is going to be running probably quite close, maybe up till maybe November the 1st or something like that, depending on when the beta drops for FM20 and also how the save's panning out. I'm a little bit of a crossroads with the save because I've done quite well at Palermo. No real big jobs have come up. The Italy job has come up. I'm debating whether to resign as manager of Palermo, go to Italy, but then that kind of knackers up my streams a little bit. It will be my Baggio save that I'm streaming. So I've got a little poll on my channel in the communities bit. Let me know, yes or no, stay at Palermo, go to Italy. I don't want to do the 2 doesn't work. I just thought it might be a little interesting tweak. Yeah, so let me know in the comments. So that's FM19, that's the content all the way through. Streaming is going to start every Sunday, fingers crossed, every other Sunday definitely. Hopefully every week, as long as I can get my little into bed for about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Streams from about 9:30, 10 o'clock, all the way through till maybe midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Sundays, over here on the channel. I've decided to keep everything across here on YouTube. Because of it, 1,000 subscribers, it's opened up a few little things. The membership scheme, sort of like the communities page where I'm sort of like writing posts and putting pictures on and stuff. So I've decided to keep everything here on YouTube rather than mixing between the 2, and it's another reason why I'm getting rid of my Patreon, which I'll explain in a bit. But FM20, most of you probably know what I'm doing, but I just thought I'd go through people that haven't really been watching the posts or seen stuff that I put on Twitter and stuff. A lot going on. We're going to start the beta 2 weeks, hopefully 2 seasons, probably 3, 4 episodes a week at least. When I really want to crack on and get stuck into it, we're going to go with Dortmund. So, main reason behind it, Dortmund's my German team, if you exclude Magdeburg. Not too hard, not too easy. A little bit of toppling to do in Germany. Champions League, not really had any success for what will it be? 30 years? 20 years. 20 years. 20 years. So that's Dortmund. No more than 2 seasons. The Man United was supposed to be a beta last year and it carried on all the way through. But I have got other stuff planned. So it'll be Dortmund for the first 2 weeks while that beta is in place. Get us crack out as many episodes as I can. If the new game comes out and the beta is not finished, I will carry it on and just do 2 seasons. Just a little bit of fun. But that is Dortmund. Now the main series on the channel, which will be starting when the game is released, which we're probably thinking around... There was a little thing about November the 8th. So when the game does land properly, we're looking at Let's Play Man United. It's been fantastic for the channel. I always do one anyway. Before I started my YouTube, I always did a Man United save that I could just pick up and drop down whenever I felt like it. Just 1 episode a week. 2, if the games, so if we're doing like a Champions League final, FA Cups and that stuff at the end of the season, you can normally cram in 2 episodes pretty quickly. So there might be the occasional Tuesday or Wednesday video, but it'll be United Way on Sundays. I do need a new name for the United Way, so Manchester United series. Let me know in the comments. At the moment, it's just Man United Let's Play. Let me know in the comments what you think to that. It doesn't make much difference, but if you've got anything new, anything interesting, Trek at the Wheel, something like that, we'll see. The whole idea behind the Let's Play is, yes, it's Man United. Yes, I've had Messi, Dybala, Mbappe, obviously Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic, Koulibaly. I've had the lot. Harry Kane, spent 300 million on him, spent 300 million on Rodrigo. It's been really enjoyable. We've won a shitload of trophies. I finally made it to number 1 in the Hall of Fame. it'll just be the same again, which some people might say, but I think it's got a lot of legs. I've had the game, my last episode was only out on Sunday morning, and I'm recording this on Tuesday night, and it's had like over 400 views, which for my channel is massive. So I just want to keep it going on a very fun, casual Let's Play. That will be my main stream series as well. So I'll play, there'll be an episode comes out on Sunday morning, and then we'll play some games in between. It's quite good to be Man United because you can be a little bit laid back. With the other saves that I'm doing, you need to concentrate that a little bit more. So the Man United one's an ideal one for the stream. Right, next Let's Play, AC Milan. Now I was going to stay away from Italy, but I just couldn't resist just putting in. This series will probably finish first. So this is going to be out also once a week like the Man United one. This will probably be out on Wednesdays. Similar to the Man United one, let's play, get AC Milan back at the pinnacle of not only Italian football but European football. With a little, not going to say set rules, but the two things are that is going to try and bring in as many Italians as I can. The only foreigners that I really bring in, they have to be absolute marquee signings for that position. If I want a right back, it needs to be an absolute class right back. I'm not getting any kind of foreigner in as backup. So hopefully it'll have a real strong Italian feel to it, which is good because there's obviously so many good Italian players out there at the moment. And then with a little sprinkling of sort of like foreign imports. Really looking forward to having Piatek as well because he did really well in my Real Madrid save. So that's the idea behind that. Once a week, Milan. And then 2 times a week on the channel will be my non-league to Premier League with my beloved York City. So I've decided to do this mainly because we're down in National League North now. Lowest playable league in the game for England. Hopefully that'll be a long series that'll run as long as I possibly can. 1 club save, 2 episodes a week, Wednesday and 2 episodes a week, probably Wednesday. The Milan will probably actually be Thursday, so Wednesday and Saturday will be York City. Milan will be Thursday, Man United will be Sunday. So that is 4 episodes a week, which is manageable. And that will hopefully go on all the way through the duration of FM20. Now, some people on Twitter laugh at me because I'm doing 3 saves at once. Now, some people might think that is harder, but for my schedule, doing 4 episodes with 3 series is easier than doing 1 series with 3 episodes a week. How I record is when I get the opportunity to record on a night, I get all my episodes pretty much done in one night. So I'll play all the games in between, and then when little one's at school and then while the missus is in bed or whatever, I will smash out 3 episodes or 4 episodes, whatever it is, boom, in a row, get them done, and then I've got a couple of days to edit, and all I have to do then is play all the games in between over the next 3 or 4 days, which is pretty easy to do. So if I was doing it the other way, where I just had 1 series, I would have to do an episode, play 10 games, then do another episode, then play 10 games. Whereas this one, I can literally play all the games in between during the week, as long as I get a couple of hours at a certain point in the week. Normally I do it Thursdays to get out all the episodes for the next 7 days. That's how I've been doing it. People sort of like question how I can do 3 series. Well, that's it. So hopefully there'll be 4 episodes a week. 2 for York, 1 for Milan, 1 for United. And then hopefully once the Milan one comes to the end, I do want to play with Anzi in Russia. I'm just waiting for a Russian database to come out. They are now down in the 3rd tier, pretty much semi-pro. Good little backstory. Do a little bit of Googling, find out their sort of like their rise to the Russian Premier League, taken over by the Russian billionaire. And then obviously the very quick fall from grace where they had to sell off sort of like the Williams. They had Etu, Carlos, didn't Christopher Samba signed and didn't last long. And now they're in the 3rd division. Pretty much semi-pro. So the idea is that something a little bit different. We get them back up into the top league and then we have a look at cracking Russia and then breaking Europe as well. So that is the plan. There will be experiments, tactic guides when I get the opportunity to nail one. And another little series in between. So I'm aiming to do couple more. So obviously later on in this year, I've started the Caldonio one in the current Baggio one in sort of like April. In May and June, the Flamenco one, the Flamenco save started. The Real Madrid one started as well. Sort of like saves that'll last no more than 3 or 4 or 5 years. So that'll be all probably based on what's happening around that time, maybe the end of the season, who's had a shocking season, see if I can do it a little bit better, that kind of thing. So that's the plan for FM20. Right, bit of a shout out. Lollujo. Lollujo has done a little video, 5 FM creators you have never heard of. He's decided after loads of people had commented, asking for suggestions on smaller YouTubers. My name came up. I think Irons FM did it for me, so thank you, mate. Thank you, Jack. And Lollujo looked across about 20, and he managed to pick me out, which for me has made a massive difference to the channel. On Sunday at 3:59, I was on 1,652 subs. By Sunday evening, I managed to crack over 2,000 subs. So I got pretty much, I think we're on Tuesday night now, so what we're on 3 days, 2 days, 48 hours, and I'd cracked over 500 subs, new subs. So if you are new, welcome. Big shout out to Lollujo. He's not watching, but big thank you to him for picking me out, selecting me, and his aim was to try and get these YouTubers more subs. He wanted to get me over 2,000, and he's done that within sort of like 48 hours. So thank you very much. Also, big thank you to In The Mixer. His YouTube channel's down below. He's got a hashtag United series on at the moment, and he's got a nice little series. Won't spoil it because I won the competition. He put a little competition out. Guess the team that he's managing. I guessed it, and I won myself a free copy of Football Manager 2020. So thank you very much for that, Shaun. Much appreciated, because I am, as you can see, that's not a green screen, is it? So we're not rolling in cash at the Trequartista house. So muchly appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. Which leads me nicely on to my little competition now. I have had over probably about 100, 150, 200 entries so far. Chance to win FM20. On the video, linking below. On my 10 teams to manage video, I've literally just put a little question. Who are you wanting to manage first in FM20? Let me know in the comments on that video. You do that, you've subscribed to the channel, you'll stand a chance of winning the game. That's in the description below. So do that. And that brings me to the last bit. Keep my content on YouTube. I'm going to keep my Twitch account because it's there and I watch other people. I watch a lot of Mozza. Watch a lot of Tomox. Dupe. I watch a lot of. So I want to keep it on, but I won't be using it for myself for my own streaming. I want to get that on YouTube. And then the idea is, now that I reached 1,000 subs, I can have a little thing of memberships. So it's just a little opportunity for people to support me more. Now, I do have Patreon, and I have a couple of Patreons that have been fantastic over the last few months, but I've decided to close my Patreon and move it across to here. So I've got little memberships. There's 2 membership tiers at the moment. Have a little look if you want to support the channel further. There is a couple of little perks in. There's obviously emojis and stuff for the streams. I'm thinking about doing a little sort of like chatting thing like this, just to exclusive members, just talking about football at the weekend, FM, anyone who wants a little help with a tactic or something. Potentially, I'm not claiming to be the absolute god of it, but I've done all right in FM19 when it's come to tactics. So yeah, I know Patreon and the old money thing's not everyone's cup of tea, but if you want to support the channel a little bit further, there's your opportunity. Links in the description below. Would be muchly appreciated. I'm aiming over the next couple of years to earn a little bit off it, just so I can hopefully reduce my hours at work, so I can do a little bit of football managing again in local leagues. So that's the dream. Not a big dream about being a full-time YouTuber, but that's the dream. Just being able to not work as much, give me maybe a chance to spend a little bit more time at home, and also being able to manage a football team again. That would be class. So that is everything. Thank you very much for watching. So stay tuned. Sunday there will be a stream. It could well be a flamenco stream. I'm thinking potentially flamenco. Voting on the Baggio series as well. If I stay at Palermo, it could well be that as well. So thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, see you very soon for all that FM stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think. Cheers, guys. See you later.